Hello everyone, it's me, Onion Creature, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the game Bakeru, which I just finished last night. I've been picking at this game for a couple months, playing it between some of the other big releases, and I really enjoyed it. This comes to us from the developer Good Feel, who I know for their work on various Nintendo series like Kirby's Epic Yarn, Yoshi's Woolly World, Yoshi's Crafted World, and then most recently Princess Peach Showtime. And it's also pretty likely that they're developing the new Yoshi game for Switch 2. I'm blanking on the name. Very likely they're working on that. But this is an original IP that they have made, not affiliated with Nintendo in any way, released a little while back, but had some performance issues on Switch 1, and I picked it up on Switch 2 because I saw that those performance issues were fixed and it had a smooth 60 frames per second frame rate. And I thought, yes, that's a good excuse to check out this game that I hadn't before. I believe I got it on a little bit of a discount since it's been a while since it released. Got the physical version, always a plus. I'm a big fan of this game. It's quite great. Very Japanese elements in that all of the levels in the game are essentially adapting like a region or town area in Japan. I'm not entirely sure what the right term would be, but there's a ton of different levels, a decent amount of variety, quite a few different locations. You got giant boss battles. There's some fun like racing stages, so there's a good amount of variety. The game has a decent amount of content. It takes a little while to finish. I'd say my biggest complaints are the movement and combat isn't like the smoothest. It's very effective and snappy, but doesn't have a great feeling of momentum. It's still enjoyable enough, works quite well, and like other Good Feel games, it has a big focus on collectibles, so there's lots of collectibles. You don't need to collect them, but I find it fun to comb through the levels. I find that to be quite enjoyable. Yeah, and it was just refreshing to see them do something original. It has a very fun aesthetic and character designs. The music's also quite good. That's kind of been a problem with Yoshi's Crafted World moving on, because they lost the composer who worked on Woolly World and Epic Yarn. He left the studio, so the more contemporary Good Feel music has not been up to that same standard as Woolly World and Epic Yarn, which were exceptional soundtracks. But this game has a really good soundtrack, quite good stuff. The visuals are really nice, very clean, not the most advanced looking. It's relatively simple, but does it well. The aesthetic is maintained throughout and looks very pleasant. You know, not much of a story. It has a story, but it's a pretty straightforward save the world type affair. Definitely would recommend checking out Bakeru. It's a standout title, especially on Switch 2, where you get the stable performance, which is really great. Big fan of Bakeru. Check it out.